Hello, everybody, and welcome to another arousing picture episode hentai of the 10 Gentlemen Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Zabadmeister, and I'm joined by my co-host, Anden. Say hi, Anden, even though you have food in your mouth.
No, I was readjusting my microphone. Headphones.
Today, we will be talking about Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. An anime that's not actually about bunny girls. I know that joke has been made a lot, but it's true. Alright, opening thoughts, Landon.
I enjoyed it.
I did too. Only problem is this kind of has a tough act to follow. Considering last episode was so great.
Well, I'd still say this one's great.
I mean, this show was pretty good. Just gonna lie, it was a less depressing version of the second half of Steins Gate. Oh, by the way, Luke might come on another episode soon, and we'll be doing a Quentin Tarantino movie. I don't know which one. We already ruled out doing Django because we don't think we could do it justice. So I told him that, but he wants like Pulp Fiction and Pulp Fiction or like Reservoir Dogs. Inglourious Basterds, something like that. Yeah, I liked Rascal's Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. So not my favorite thing we've done on the podcast by far. But it was good. I think it just has a tough act to follow because we watched my favorite anime of all time last week, so. And I don't think I'm going to be able to talk about this one as long. Do you want me to go ahead with my bad story summary?
Yeah. Is sort of the only reason you don't like it because, like it as much. Well, never mind, we'll go in detail later. Should probably just go on with your bad story summary.
Bad story summary. This guy has of depression, and then he gets a girlfriend because she was Invisible Bunny Girl, and then turns out she's like super duper freaking famous. Everyone forgets about her. Then a bunch of other people have problems, and he solves all their problems, and then that's it. That's the show. Except for the last one, where his like sister gets her memory back, and he time travels. Not really time traveling, but Landon knows what I mean. Is that bad enough for you, Landon?
Yeah. I don't think it's time traveling though. But
well, I mean,
he's not time traveling. The other lady's time traveling.
I mean, he like remembers and experienced everything.
Yeah. Weird time stuff that I'm pretty sure will probably be explained in the movie that came out.
Yeah, we gotta watch that now. Because the ending didn't really feel like a total ending. Like, not everything was resolved.
Which parts do you say wasn't resolved?
I just don't think like I would have liked to see a kiss at the end. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wanted to see more of his sister with her memory back, other than like the forced scenes we got. So hopefully all that's expanded on in the movie.
I don't think that is expanded on, maybe, but maybe it is.
Well, I mean, there's another movie coming out later this year.
Wait, there's 2 movies coming out?
Well, because there's the Because there's Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. And there's the movies. Because in 2019, it's Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl. And then there's another one coming out Q3 2023. I'm looking it up right now. I'm trying to find the...
I did not know that.
I'm trying to find Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl. And then... I made like no money. I'm trying to find the... Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl is... Rascal Does Not Dream of a Sister Venturing Out. And it will be coming out in Q3 of 2023, and it's a sequel to the first movie, Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl.
Oh, so that's probably where you see the sister actually with her
Yeah,
memories back.
that's the idea. Like, that's what it's like. I think that's why like I want to see the movies, just to like expand upon the stuff, because I liked it. I just wish there was more, and I wish it had more of a... Like, I felt like there was more stuff they could have done in the show, so luckily they're expanding on it with the movie. With the movies. So, depending on when it comes out in Q3 of 2023, if it doesn't get delayed, if it doesn't get delayed, so Q3 or Q2. Q3 starts on July 1st and ends September 30th. So, we should be, depending on when it comes out, we should be able to just do it on the podcast if we can even watch it. Because it'd be kind of neat to do like a... I think it'd just be cool to like do it like as it came out or whatever.
Do something finally modern.
Yeah.
Unlike our previous ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the closest thing we've done to like a modern TV show?
The most recent thing that we watched... Oh,
Would that be this show?
No, maybe. When did this come out? When did this come out? Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. That's the novels.
2018.
2018. Then maybe? Because we got... Steins Gate's like 2010.
Yeah, then Your Lie in April's 2015.
Yeah, then...
Yeah, it is. Because we didn't do any other anime. We mostly did books. Even then, they're all decently older.
Yeah, When did fucking, what's it called? When did, Fire Song come out?
Actually, the same year, I think.
2018.
Well, the book came out the same year. I think the movie came out in 2015, if I remember correctly. I'd still classify this one as the better one.
I mean, yeah, no shit.
You playing your DS while you're streaming?
I was in the middle of something when I was waiting for you to join, so now I'm finishing what I'm doing. I just have to click on one. I just have to talk to Kenyon. I'm playing Tomodachi Life. He got married to one of my Dryad characters, and now I just gotta see what he wants. He wants to be friends with Dryad himself. Sure. Great idea. Go chat with a guy. Alright, after this, then I can save and quit. Anyways.
Hey, quick question. What would you say the overall theme of Mob Psycho is first season? First season? Yeah.
Oh shit, I don't honestly.
Would you say it's like tackling the issues of puberty?
I don't know. I think season 1 is more about Mob like coming into his own, and season 2 is more about like him gaining confidence, and then season 3 is him like tackling himself.
Okay.
Because
This is sort of.
I don't know what we're gonna do next week. I either want to do more Steins Gate or Mob season 2.
Yeah, because the reason why I sort of asked that is because I feel like I got a different theme from Mob, and I was comparing it to this show. Because I thought they were sort of trying to tackle the issues of puberty and adolescence, but this show does it better.
Why did they change it from adolescent syndrome in the subtitles to puberty syndrome like halfway through?
I guess it's because different people used it. Different people said it.
But the lady said adolescent syndrome. His friend, the science lady, said it as adolescent syndrome in the beginning, and then she switched to puberty syndrome, and so did he.
I don't know.
It's not a big deal. I just think it's strange that they did that.
Maybe they got tired of using the fancier words, or longer word in Japanese.
Yeah, let's see what my Jones bottle cap says. Ask for help when you need it.
Really digging deep there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it's been, but for me, it's like whenever I get takeout or whatever, and I'm like feeling like shit about something, the fortune cookie will always give me like actual good advice. It's always been like that. I don't know why. I believe in the power.
Something bad happen in the forest stream?
No, I'm just letting. Not that I know of, anyway. But it's just like. Really. I don't need help right now. But if I had gotten this bottle cap like a couple days ago, probably would have been like, "Ayo, bottle cap see in the future."
I'll probably ask you later what happened.
Nothing big. Sometimes I just get upset. I'm really nervous lately. I've been getting kind of anxious about like moving and stuff.
As normal. That's pretty much to be expected.
I'm just like it's just like, it's been kind of weighing me down a little bit. Try not to let it get to me, but like I'm just like thinking back on like everything all the time, and now I'm like depressed because it's. And watching Your Line April didn't help either. And now my YouTube Shorts keeps playing the theme song every time I scroll through. It starts playing the Kimi Dayo, Kimi Nan Dayo, and I'm like, shut up!
Wait, is that the opening theme?
Yeah, it's the opening theme for Your Line April.
No, I don't remember it. I haven't seen it.
Yes, you have. I played the video. I made the.
Oh yeah, I was too busy focused on the glorious.
I made the fucking thing, and every time I'm like, my soul, stop it!
You didn't do any fancy editing for this one?
No, I'm only gonna do that for specials. It's way too time consuming. And also,
this one wasn't special enough.
No, also the intro was kind of lame.
Like, for this one?
Yeah, like just like all the visuals are like, it's way less. It could be way easier for me to do it, like do the editing, but it's just I think like saving it for more. I think saving it for like the specials makes it feel more special. So
yes, that's fair enough.
The next special we do, I'll do another one for whatever we cover, as long as there's like a theme song. If not, I'll edit like some clips. I was tempted to edit a clip from this, but I can't remember which one.
This is probably a more unique episode because I didn't take any notes.
Neither did I. I was really hoping you'd take notes.
Well, the notes haven't really worked out. And last time I more or less just went through natural conversation.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It just worked out really well.
Yeah, because we had another person that also liked the thing.
Yeah, but I also forgot to do it, and I was 3 episodes in, and I was too lazy to rewatch it.
Yeah, I think what we got to do is we got to get another person who's like we got to like look. I'll ask around my friend group and see if we can find another person who would be a permanent member on the podcast. It'd have to be somebody who likes anime, who can... It can't be Sean. I'd love to invite Sean, but Sean can't read. So, he's a no-go.
Yeah.
I'd love to say Luke, but Luke's busy. He's an adult.
I would say Ryan, but he doesn't talk as much.
No, I would love to get Chris on maybe, but Christopher works Fridays.
And he doesn't like story. Well, he's not as big into stories,
writing as us. So, like, Ryan would be perfect, but he would need to talk. I could reach out to him.
I mean, we could probably get him to talk.
Yeah, I could reach out to him about it, see if he would want to be a permanent member on the podcast every Friday night. But he might work Fridays too. Like, I don't know when where he works closes. I'm gonna Google it right now. They sold the products from where Ryan works at the store I worked at. And on Fridays, they get off at 5. 8 to 5 is the hours where Ryan works.
Okay, so it should be like a normal.
Yeah, so if he works like mornings or whatever, he might be able to come on. If we started at like 5:30 instead of 5 sharp, I'll ask him about it. I'll text him after this.
Yeah, it should be fine.
After the PC or after we're done the podcast. That's my favorite part about the podcast is because we don't talk at all outside the podcast, so we always have to make plans doing it.
I mean, it gives us time to actually figure stuff out until we get a natural conversation going.
Yeah. Well, that's like that's like the branding is we're the tangentlemen, so we're go off on some dumbass tangent.
Yeah, but I'm starting to realize more podcasts naturally do that, but they don't embrace the branding as much as we do.
No. Also, the new format is going to be my Discord window, I think. I get too distracted when I'm playing games, so this is the new format for the podcast, is my Discord window. So you, my friend...
Fair enough. I'm also going to be trying to do that too.
Need to... I'm going to send you something, and you got to set it as your background. Like... So,
are you just going to send the me thing?
Yeah, I was wondering, I wanted to try to see if we could, rig up something to where you could, just hit buttons or whatever for changing the expression.
So you want me to become a VTuber almost?
Basically, but it would just be your me, and you would just change, open mouth, closed mouth. Because I know there's, stuff that would let you do the VTuber, get, a webcam, but then instead it'd just be your me, and you would just change. I'm going to look into that, because I think that'd be really funny.
Just having the me doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it work.
Editing.
Maybe eventually I can get the actual VTuber thing.
Yeah, you'll just get, your VTuber model, Notebook Chan. By the way,
is that a reference I'm supposed to get?
That was a reference to our VTuber special, yes.
I don't remember their names, though.
I was we gotta make a sentient notebook VTuber. That'll be Kenyan Notebook Chan. And it'll have the bindings as rings in the hair and stuff. I'm very clever.
Is it that one you said you were gonna get me a robot?
Yes, you were gonna be a robot. Cold, emotionless bastard.
That's fair enough.
I'm making you an avatar right now.
I guess while you're doing that,
you talk about Rascal while I quickly do your avatar.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So, this is something I'm gonna admit right now, because I feel like I got a different understanding got different meaning from Mob Psycho. And that's sort of why my opinion actually dipped, because I was comparing it to this show, which does, I'd say, tackle more modern issues with puberty and stuff. And that's why I was pretty disappointed with Mob Psycho, because I thought there was actual meaning in the other lessons.
Well, I mean, because it's not...
I was looking in the wrong area.
Yeah, Mob Psycho is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's a stellar, one could say. And mostly because of just how fucking banger. Like, the soundtrack is awesome.
I don't remember any of the songs.
Well, it's because you weren't listening for them. You were too busy being a pessimist, you fat bitch.
Fair enough.
We gotta do Mob Season 2. You'll love Mob Season 2.
Yeah, I'll probably look at it under different eyes and not comparing it to this show because I really enjoyed the show. This show is sort of does deal with the modern issues. We have the idol who's afraid of being forgotten by the public.
Well, I mean, she literally got turned invisible, so...
Yeah. That's sort of one of the issues. I don't know how to describe the time traveling one, time loop one, Groundhog Day one.
What should I say is the background?
I don't really know how to do
Landon,
that.
What's your favorite anime of all time?
Mine?
Yeah.
Probably anime. Probably would have to be, I guess, Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
Not because of the meaning or anything, purely because I find the characters really interesting and they really carry the show.
Yeah.
That's probably the only show where I'll actually enjoy the characters, all of them, and doesn't matter if it's the main character or not. It's very rare to have me show like characters that aren't the main character. Because that was sort of one of the issues I had with JoJo, that they didn't focus on the main characters and I didn't care for anyone else.
Lame.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
I feel like I should start looking through this stuff.
We're gonna read
Not
the
as
JoJo.
highly.
We're gonna read the JoJo manga. When we do JoJo's. Although I love the anime to death, the manga just offers a different experience, and also there's a shitload more of it, so we get more episodes.
That's fair enough.
JoJo's is because JoJo's is long. Part 1.
I know, like they have a box set for each season.
Part 1 is 3 volumes. Part 2 is 4. Part 8 is like, I believe Part 8 is like 12. Or not Part 3 is 12. Part 4 is like 14. Part 5 is like 14. Part 6 is like 14. And then you go to Steel Ball Run. Steel Ball Run.
Part 6 is like 20.
Steel Ball Run. 6 is actually, well, I don't know. I don't own them because they don't release them physically in the United States of America.
Pretty sure you can buy a box set, but I think they might be only in Japanese.
Yeah, and then Part 7 is long. It's 95 chapters, which doesn't sound long, but they're like 60-page chapters. And the same thing with Part 8, but Part 8's 110. And
There's 17 volumes of Stone Ocean.
Stop! Oh, shine! I love Stone Ocean. I love it. Dude, it's so good. It's like one of my...
I did enjoy Stone Ocean.
Stone Ocean is my second favorite part of JoJo.
I feel like I like it more because it more or less focuses on the main character.
Well, it's about Jolene, Hermes, FF, Foo Fighters, Anashui,
You actually do see Jolene mostly.
Well, we also see Jotaro a lot. We see Josuke a lot. We see fucking Giorno as like the main dude. He fights like almost every battle. Landon,
I don't know. I didn't even get through the full season.
Download this file.
Probably has a virus. Where do I download it?
I just sent an image to the.
You put this as mine?
This is going to be your profile picture for now.
How do I even enable it that way?
So go to General, hit the left mouse button, and hit Save Image.
Unable to save image preview.
Why? Okay, let me try this then.
Because it's an open in browser thing. Okay, let me open up in browser.
But I downloaded it.
Save image. Okay, saved it from the website.
Okay, so then click on your profile. Or no, click on the little settings icon, user settings. Go to profiles, and then hit user profile. And then you'll be able to set your background, your image.
Oh, change avatar?
Yeah, change your avatar, and it'll change your profile picture there to be that image, and then should show up immediately. If not, just like I'll just kick you and then bring you back in.
Oh, great.
Did you do it?
You only get the back Robin and the chest of Chili.
That's fine. Doesn't actually matter. I kicked Landon and I brought him back. There we go.
Does it work?
Yeah. Let's see the circle.
Oh, should I send it as background?
I mean, what you could also do, maybe set it as background. The best thing that we would do is get you to install OBS on your computer and set your webcam to be OBS Virtual Camera, and you can set OBS Virtual Camera to be an image. So then it's just showing that.
Oh, you have to go to Discord Nitro.
Oh, dang. I have Discord Nitro. I got it free with Game Pass.
Yeah. I'll just become a VTuber. It sounds cheaper.
Probably.
I'll make my own thing. If Sui can do it, I can do it better. Yeah.
Crack.
Yeah. I guess quickly before we go back off topic, and I actually want to talk about the show decently. Okay, so don't know how to describe the devil one who more or less just tries to keep everything same to change their minds, but keeps on restarting the day over and over again.
Groundhog Day.
Yep, they have a Groundhog Day in this one.
Gotta get Bill Murray and Dr. Eggman from the one episode of Sonic Boom where they did a Groundhog Day parody. That show was great. They also did a Dude, Where's My Car parody. All in his reactions, everything I've been saying is, We're gonna do Sonic Boom on here sometime. That's a really good show. Dude, it's so funny. The writing is amazing.
Yeah. So then after the Groundhog Day one, we have the split personality, I'd say. Not split personality, but split.
When they're two people.
Yeah, two people separate and become two different people.
It was just
one person separates become two.
Yeah, and
then we have body swap.
And then we have body swap.
Technically. Ish.
Well, it was like body transformation.
Yeah. And amnesia.
Yep. And then we're done.
Yeah, then we're sort of caught up. But we still haven't done with sort of the main characters one.
But his is just like his open wound, literally.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it plays like a bigger part in the third movie, because I know that lady shows up.
I want to watch. We gotta watch the movie sometime. I don't know when.
I want to watch the movie.
Is it on Crunchyroll?
It is not on Crunchyroll. It's on Funimation. So we have to wait until they merge.
Fuck. I'll just ask Sean if I can steal his Funimation. Fuck.
He has Funimation?
Yeah, and not Crunchyroll, and I'm pissed because they don't have your Lion April on Funimation.
Why do you want Funimation?
I don't. Sean has it.
Oh, you wanted to leech off him.
Yes, I said I'll see if Sean will give me his password. I'll give him my Crunchyroll password in exchange.
Yeah.
When does...
I mean, at least you have Chainsaw Man on this one.
Crunchyroll. I'll just read the manga. And Funimation...
yeah, the manga is good.
Merge. March 1st.
Oh, so in 13 days.
Well,
nearly 10 days.
What does that mean? As of March 1st, existing and new Crunchyroll subscribers will have access to the library of simulcast content, previous excuses to animation. So, literally, like, then we'll do mine, and then we can do the movie if you want.
I'd say I'm happy with that, because I want to... I'm tempted to say small spoiler, but I feel like that might be the whole plot of the movie.
Alright, I'm going to text Sean.
I'm guessing you don't want me to say that.
No, I'm messaging Sean right now. I'm going to go, Sean, Crunchyroll and Funimation are merging on March 1st. So on March 1st, you can watch Your Lie in April, 'cause it's good.
You should also probably say Landen also recommendations. It actually made him feel something.
It made Landen have feelings which he does not have normally. So get good. I'm actually not gonna say that. I'm gonna go back on the gamer server. Not gamer server. Ten Gentlemen server.
Okay. I guess quickly going back onto the thing before we get off track is sort of the issues they do face is something that I feel like most of us have at least seen growing up, coming through our lives, especially during puberty, which is sort of the theme of the show. Well, we can't all relate to all of them, but at least one or two we can at least relate to or have at least seen.
This is really funny. Landen, I'm sending a picture to the Discord, and I want you to read this out loud, and then read the date that the article was published.
The agreement was first announced in December 2022. It is confirmed that Crunchyroll and Funimation will become one company. So now we'll be taking their past relationships, current standings, and future possibilities, how it could affect anime fans in the next market. November 30th, 2022. Yeah.
Do you see the problem with this statement? The agreement was first announced in December 2022, and it was this article came out in November. They see the future.
Wibbly wobbly ran for timey-wimey stuff.
Yep. They must have that power to rewind to play the days over and over again.
Yeah.
Like the one lady from Rascal does not dream of Buddy Go Senpai. We're on topic!
Yeah.
See, it was all an elaborate ploy to get back on topic.
Yeah. Okay. I actually do have a Bunny Girl Senpai figure over there. It's just the most random thing I have seen. I like this to anime, but I don't know where to start. This is the weird part. Yeah. And I feel like you also don't know where to start either.
I genuinely, as I'm watching this, I'm like, I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Really, why?
I don't know. Like I watched the whole show, and I was like, this is pretty good. And then I'm just like, what the fuck are we gonna talk about? That was like my reaction. Like, I have no idea what I'm gonna say. It was good. I don't know. Like the theme is, I guess it's like growing up and going through puberty and shit. But it's like, it's done in such an abstract way. I don't know how I'm gonna put it into words.
Well, I guess it is technically abstract with the issues, but they need to make it decently interesting for the viewer.
Magic.
Well, supernatural science.
Magic.
I mean, they do explain one of them was Schrodinger's cat.
Magic.
It's science.
Magic.
It's mostly... They explain it using science, but it's all magic.
It's fucking magic.
It is magic.
I believe magic. I believe.
It all connects to quantum stuff for some reason.
Yeah. They're like, according to the science of the universe, I'm two people now.
Yeah.
According to the law of equivalent exchange, and what could equal the price of a human soul?
Why are you singing the Attack on Titan theme song?
Because I was trying to think of the Full Metal Alchemist theme song, but that just popped in my head for some reason, so I sang that instead.
Did you not realize it's the Attack on Titan
No,
theme song?
I knew it was. That's why I started laughing before I started singing it. It's just like, I know this isn't the right song, but I might as well sing it anyway. Because it's different. You know the meme where the guy is like, it's like procrastinators be like, and it's the guy sitting in the car, and then he goes like, at the end, that was me watching the show. I didn't start it till last night at 2 a.m. I watched 2 episodes, fell asleep, then I woke up and I watched the entire thing up to the last episode. Then I played Forest for 2 hours, and I got off and watched the last episode, and then hopped on the podcast.
Yeah. I've mostly actually been watching throughout the week, but one of the issues I feel like that most people probably wouldn't relate to is probably the first issue is with
not being seen, literally just not existing.
Just fear of your eyes of celebrity being faded away from the public and not being seen.
I mean, she literally just stopped existing, so.
I mean, that is pretty terrifying itself.
She turned invisible, and then he had to, like, remember her. And he was like, he didn't shove the Pocky up his nose.
She didn't.
I'm pretty mad about that.
You wanted to see that?
That's not even funny. I think our guy.
I'm pretty sure that's going to your brain.
I think the guy of our. I think our dude is like a Giga Chad, especially in the beginning, when the one girl's like, "Stop hanging out with my boyfriend," and he's like, "Why are you so pissed about this? Are you on your period?" And I'm like, "Get gamered on!" I was gonna set that as the fucking thumbnail, but I couldn't take a screenshot.
Yeah, this is also my second reason why I really like the show is the main characters. They're always straight to the point.
They're pretty
There's
cool.
no dilly-dallying or beating around the bush with them.
No.
Except for, like, we know when the sisters have to do something. That's
I mean, basically all of them, like, lie at some point. And then the dude's got to discover what's going on.
Yeah, but he's very direct with his approach.
He's just like, yo.
You can't deny that.
Angelo.
We have issues and we need to solve them, so let's hear how we're going to do it and hurry up and do it. It's my favorite part. Probably I really like the main character. And his dry humor. Dry humor is really good on the show.
I like the dry humor. It's pretty funny. The first episode had me giggling a little bit, and then I kind of just watched the rest of it without much emotion on my face. Mostly because my neck has been getting worse lately. Like, it's just... like, it hurts a lot.
Why is your neck hurt?
It's just like from like gaming and looking down at my phone and DS and stuff.
So it's entirely your fault.
Basically, I might have to just start literally doing everything in my chair sitting like this. But then my back starts to hurt when I do this. And then I'm tall.
Well, I don't see that how that make an issue with other stuff.
Landon. Okay, if I want like proper back support, right? And I sit in my chair, I do this. If I move my head at all, this cord comes out of my computer.
Can't you just get an extension for it?
I don't have any money. And now I can't lay my head back on the headrest.
Did your headphones unplug?
Yes.
Gee.
Just a little bit. But now I can't put my head back on the headrest. And when I do this, you could just see. Because you know how I shake my legs? So the audience has to watch this for the rest of the episode now.
Maybe a face cam might have been a bad idea.
I lost my tripod, or else I would make it a very specific shape. And just do like my head. But I lost my tripod. My brand new tripod that I never used.
Is it in a box somewhere that you hit or something? We were really off topic now. I was hoping I can actually stay on topic in this episode.
1 second. I'm gonna go see if it's in my corner with my other my first tripod.
We went from a really good episode to
see my ass today, Landon.
This isn't really good.
So this is my sword corner. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, see, while he can't hear me, I'm gonna ignore him and try to figure out what I can actually talk about.
Okay,
It's one of the issues.
Is a very safe
Because
tripod.
I can't really relate to my senpais.
It's a
But I can't
selfie stick
sort of relate
duct tape
to
a telescope tripod. But
can't
the
relate
duct
to
tape
sort of-
is falling off.
I can understand the issue with the demon girl one. Hello, I was ignoring you and trying to explain what to think about.
What an asshole.
Why do you have a duct tape Why do you have a tripod on another tripod?
It's a selfie stick duct tape to a tripod.
Why do you have a tripod duct tape to selfie stick?
Because I didn't have a tripod before, and so this was my solution to not having a tripod for filming videos. And then I bought one, but I lost it. So I gotta find it.
Okay, so I guess sort of back to the thing I was talking about. I guess the issue with the demon girl one, you can actually, some people can relate, but I can't really relate. It's just hoping to redo the same scenario, hoping to get a different result, hoping to change people's feelings in it. But you know how many times you try, it may not happen if you don't do things differently.
Fuck. I'm listening. I'm trying to
You
set.
seem a little struggling there. You trying to get the duct tape off?
No, I'm trying to. Perfect.
Can't see your face.
I'm working on it. 1 second.
Okay, while you're working on that, can you explain my train of thought? We don't really try to change that person's thoughts. It's sort of different, struggling with that.
Is this better?
I feel like this episode might be harder because neither of us really relate to the issues.
None of us particularly. I don't really care all that much about any of the characters, if I'm being totally honest. I found them all charming and interesting, but like there's nothing that really made me like super engrossed in what was going on, and part of that I think is due to the length.
Have you see them, which is 3 episodes?
We get to know a character over the course of like 2 episodes, and then they have a problem, and then we're done. We're moving on to something else.
I guess it is for true, but
and so like I don't feel like we had enough time to get attached to like those 6 characters we were all introduced to, 6 or 7 or something like that.
I do know characters
which is why I think Steins Gate did better in the beginning, is because Steins Gate's big problems doesn't start till the second half of season 1, and Steins Gate's problem didn't start till like halfway through season 1. Like is when like the actual like plot really starts progressing quickly, but we get to know the personalities and all the character traits of all the different characters throughout all the first half, which is the building blocks of the next part. Which is why I think us doing Steins Gate in 2 halves was a really bad idea. I feel like you would have enjoyed the series a lot more if we had gone through the first 22 episodes in one go, like we did with Your Lie in April.
Yeah, but I guess an issue with that is, if I'm supposed to care about the characters, what happens if I don't care about the characters?
then you're just a cold, heartless bastard. I wanted to be. I was trying to look at you, but if I look up at my TV, I'm not looking at you.
You just got to direct straight in the camera.
I gotta get that AI robot that makes it so that I can look elsewhere and it'll make my eyes always be looking at my webcam.
That's fair enough. I'll figure up design by summer. Summer, I should at least have something. I'll make something no matter how bad it is.
Landon, you do realize that by summertime, we'd be doing this for like 9 months? Come September, September 1st will be episode 52?
I mean, technically, it's been 8 months since. Did we start this around the same time I started my job?
We started in September.
That's been 9 months. It's been 8 months since then.
September,
October, November, December.
September,
January,
October,
February.
November,
5 months.
December, January, February.
6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're almost in March. It's about to be 6. I mean, by the time we leave, we'll be doing this for a year. I mean, this project has been the project I have worked on the most forever.
Well, this isn't my most time-consuming project, I'd say. You trying to get me to talk while you're saying you want me to read your lips? One more time. Or you're saying I'm evil? Oh, you want me to continue talking about Bunny Girl Senpai while I assume you have some issues with your microphone? Or is it just that you just don't feel like talking right now? Oh, wait, so your microphone's alright, you're just not talking. Oh, you broke your microphone. Okay. So I guess now's the issue where I actually have to carry on the talk show by myself while actually talking. And then this is sort of the difficult part where I can't actually talk very well by myself. But hey, back to talk. We already covered Demon Girl, which is something I already did. The next one would be the Scientist, where I guess I can understand this one a bit more. You unmuted your microphone, by the way. Yeah, never mind. His microphone's not working. His microphone is working. He's just mean. Yeah. So that's the one. Okay, so with the Scientist and split personality, we see her taking more explicit photos of herself than she normally is comfortable with in order to grasp some form of attention. She hasn't really had to have gotten that from her parents or friends that she didn't really have any until before high school. Before she met the main character and the athlete. So she's very neglected, I guess, throughout her life. And the only way she can actually seek attention is through these photos of herself, but she can't come to terms with her side, well, with half herself trying to seek the attention, but she doesn't approve of the methods. So it becomes very contradicting, you see, with her. She can't justify the means, but she just still does it anyways.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Confusing. I found this game last podcast when I was talking about it with Luke. It's Chicken Little.
Oh, the movie.
The movie, the game.
So.
Sorry. My microphone cord just stopped working.
I thought you muted yourself.
Well, I did, just in case it didn't, but it was like... It wasn't... My thing wasn't saying I was being picked up, so I just muted myself and ran off. Grabbed a new cord and came back.
Isn't that when you're talking with your mom?
Mm-hmm. Did you pick that? Did that get picked up?
Yeah.
Oh. Weird. Okay. So I muted myself on stream because it wasn't being picked up.
Yeah, I could still hear you speak when you actually hit the microphone. It wasn't until you unplugged the microphone.
I forgot to mute my actual self on here, just in case I was being picked up. Because my thing, I don't know why it stopped working on my podcast end, but it did.
So why did you mute yourself then?
On the podcast? It's because I didn't... Because it wasn't saying it was picked up. So I'm just...
So then you decided to mute yourself then.
Just in case it was still working, while I ran and got the new cord. Because my parents would be like, we had living cord. I'm like, I'm looking for a cord. I didn't want to get that in the PC, bro.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. I could have just... Probably could have just... If it was... I didn't know it was still working on Discord. If I did, I would have just talked directly to you. It'd be like, 1 second. My mic stopped working.
Yeah, I was a bit confused on that. And then you unplugged your microphone and showed it to the camera.
Yeah. Because you were like, what's going on? I'm trying to show that my microphone's not working, so I unplugged it. Fuck. I'm stupid, Landon. Don't question my methods, bitch.
That during these 25 episodes we did.
25. Oh, Kenyon's in the chat. Kenyon said me when no mic. Him when no mic though.
Yeah, I feel like we could have done better this episode, but
maybe,
we can't really relate to the issues.
Maybe
probably because we don't go outside.
Maybe when we do take two, when we go back and revisit some of our other ones, this could be one of them.
Yeah, we'll make a list and redo all the ones that we feel like we could have done better. And then we need to address this.
Mob Psycho. I feel like we did all the good. Kung Fu Panda's good.
Yeah.
Steins Gate was mostly because my fucking computer kept crashing. That was the big problem. Oh
yeah, we also got to do 3 Days of Happiness and the light novel I Want to Eat Your Pancreas Again.
Yeah. We have to redo the... You mean aren't we doing the manga for Pank and...
No, light novel.
But didn't we already do the light novel?
Well, you didn't understand the light novel. You always looked at the media reference.
You fat bitch. I don't want to read.
That's the whole point of why I want to redo it. I'd say one of the issues I say that the manga has compared to the light novel is that you don't get... You sort of speed through the conversations. But with the light novel, you get the slower conversations and you get the more everyday feel of relations being built up.
Well, I found, like, specifically in the manga for Pank, is, like, the best, like, for me personally, but the manga for I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, it's not that, because it's not, like, the light novel is obviously going to be slower because you have to describe what the characters' faces are and looks like in between lines. With the manga, you can just draw it. Like I don't have to do the visualizing. It's basically a one-to-one recreation, but I find that the artwork helps me relate to the characters more. Because I've never been the kind of guy who can relate to words on a page. Like never. Like I've never read a book where I've actually felt like super duper connected to the characters. Never. Artwork helps me, but like overall, I've never read it like a book where I've never where I could ever felt fully related to, like I could fully relate to any of the characters. But then when I'd watch the movie version of the book, or I'd read like the comic or whatever, or the manga, I'd felt way more attached to the characters. Like I felt like, for me, having that visual element and not leaving it to my own creative devices makes it so that I don't get my hopes up or anything as much. Because when I read the words, I get this very specific vision of what it has to be, and then when it's not that, it makes me upset.
That's how books work.
Yeah.
That's how all books work.
Yeah, and I find that annoying. Alright, I hate being disappointed by something I'm really excited for just because I read the fucking novel before I watched the movie.
Yeah. So I guess technically,
I feel like
I guess going back on topic with the book part. You said earlier that you didn't relate to the characters, right? They didn't feel enough time with them.
In this,
yeah,
yes,
because each one of these characters' story is actually one light novel volume.
Yeah, I looked it up, and there's like 10 fucking volumes.
Yeah, each one of these issues is actually covered by. Well, each novel is technically, I think, covered by 3 volumes. Well, 3 episodes of the show. So I wonder if that's sort of the part where you do complain about where it's going too fast. Yeah. I haven't read the light novel because I have it somewhere here. It's somewhere in my book pile. Mm-hmm. I might have to go look for it, but I know it's not too big, but also not too thin. So that was one of the major issues you had with the show, right? Just not getting enough time with the characters.
The light novels probably fix that issue. Only problem is, I'm probably not gonna read the light novel, Landon.
Hey, there's a future idea for an episode.
Fuck you, Landon. Fuck you, Landon. Piece of shit.
We growing from this podcast.
I don't want to grow from the podcast. I want my penis to grow from other stuff. It's so small.
I'm just gonna let that sink in for a little bit.
You better let that sink in, Landon. It's at your door.
Proud of yourself?
Yes.
Look in the camera and say you're proud of yourself.
I'm proud of myself.
Stop looking away at my profile picture. Look at the camera.
Proud of my fucking self. You dumb bitch.
Well, there's none flattering sight, but
Landon, you're a dentist, right?
This one's gonna be a huh?
You're a dentist. You're a dentist. You're a dentist. You gotta do my teeth.
We're gonna have to redo this episode later on time.
Shut your fucking. We'll redo it like next year.
Yeah. We also still got to redo.
Kenyon, you have my goddamn crunchy roll. There is no excuse. Fail school. I don't care.
I think you tried that already.
Kenyon, you have my crunchy roll. I leave this to you. Then you can join the club of cool kids who have seen Your Lie in April. Isn't that right, Landon?
Yeah. I feel like after these major episodes, I think we may need like a episode break where we talk about nothing.
You just do like some garbage. Do another.
Well, no, like not a TV show, just something that we don't have to redo or talk about a TV show.
Yeah, probs. Yeah, you don't have a goddamn excuse, Kenyon. You don't. You don't.
More or less, you just talked about Your Lie in April just as much as this one.
Because it's still on my mind.
Yeah, that's why we need an episode break.
Like, it took me like a month to forget. But I'll never forget.
You should probably change the title of this episode to just a random podcast episode.
We're taking a break this week. But then I have to change the thumbnail.
Then change the thumbnail.
But that's a pain in the bumhole.
And it's going to be annoying for the viewer one day. Come expecting Bunny Girl Senpai, and we don't talk about Bunny Girl Senpai at all.
Fine. I'll change the goddamn title, the goddamn thumbnail. But you want to know what's funny? I accidentally overwrote my thumbnail with... I'll just make a whole new one. It'll probably just be my face, and it'll say penis on it or something. It's a pain in the bumhole! Kenyon says he has... Kenyon, I will trade you one knockoff Clone Commando for you watching Your Lie in April. You can choose which one. Okay? Out of my 10, you get to choose. I've got a gray one, a white one, a blue one, a green one, a yellow one, a red one, some other one, orange one. Blue, did I say blue? I think I said blue already. I have a cool black one too. Well, he just fell apart when I tried to pull him up. Kenyon, you should just hop on the podcast and we can barter.
I mean, it's probably more interesting content than what we're making right now with each other.
Yeah, you have the Discord. Just hop in the general chat and I'll fucking throw you in. And I'll bring you into the locked party that only I have access to. I should just give it to Landen too. I'll give you permission. I have to make rolls. I have to give you like mod and stuff.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It'd take 2 seconds for me to like transfer you in.
You talking to me or Kenyon?
You. Like just giving you mod.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Kenyon. We'll barter.
I guess we'll do it since talking about random
live
topics. There's a new John Wick trailer. I'm excited for that movie. It looks very chaotic from the other movies.
I don't know. I when I watched the first trailer, I went, looks like another John Wick movie. It's not a bad
not
thing.
into action as much as I do. Yeah.
No, I mean I like a good action movie, but it's like I prefer it when the action has a lot of like cool meaning behind it.
Yeah, I can sort of disconnect that with action movies.
I can
And
sometimes like John Wick 1. Probably my favorite part is the build up to the action where everyone just like is like, holy shit, this guy's John Wick. And then it's like, okay, this guy must be badass, and then he murders like everybody in his house. Maybe do you want to? When does John Wick 4 come out?
Sometime later.
John.
I mentioned you'll probably Google it.
Just says.
I feel like this is probably something that I wonder if this is like an issue with me and having empathy.
John Wick 4 says March 21st, 2023, or 24th, 2023 for the U.S. Do you?
I feel like I have empathy, but I feel like I don't have empathy at the same time. Or maybe you're just more empathetic than I am.
Oh, dude, I feel bad. I get. It's like part of. I'm trying. I want to ice over my heart, but I can't.
I mean, it is kind of boring if you do.
If the. Because I don't know.
Wait, why would you want ice over your heart?
So I don't have to feel bad about things anymore. A genuine thought I had one time, but I've kind of gave up because I suck at it. But so apparently, John Wick 4 is coming out the 24th Barter Live, more like Farter Drive. Shut up, Kenyon. John Wick 4 comes out March 24th, 2023. If you wanted, we could... So it comes out March 24th.
Yeah, but we have to go to theaters for that.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, like... If it goes to theaters, like... If it goes to theaters, like... if it comes to
Old Town?
Yeah, or not even just Old Town, like maybe even like Smithers, we could go there.
I mean, I can drive to Old Town, right? I don't think I drive to New Smithers.
I was thinking, like, what if you drove to my house, and then we got my parents to drive us to Smithers, and then you drive back home after the movie, after we drop you off at my house.
Mm.
We could do that, maybe.
Yeah.
Cause
issue for another time, another date.
Yeah, because like if we could always just like do like a John Wick movie marathon podcast episode where we just talk about like all 3 movies or something. That'd be like watching a show. Did my webcam crash? Did not.
No,
crash.
your webcam's good enough for me.
Kenyon, come on, Barter Live, man, get in this bitch. I don't care if you use your phone mic. Listen, okay, I'll give you my most prized possession. R2-D2. If I can find him, I'd give you, like, all my Red vs. Blue guys if you watch him.
I wonder if I do see media because of my lack of empathy.
Fuck! Probably.
Probably why I don't care for Mob Psycho.
Well, Mob Psycho is all about him, like... gaining empathy and shit. You gotta learn. It's not something that you're born with. I mean, it can be something you're born without. But empathy is more so something that you learn. Because most children are selfish, stupid assholes, right? We all know that. But I grew up, and I learned empathy at a pretty young age, and so I've always carried that with me. Whenever someone's feeling down or low or whatever, I try to be there because I know how much it sucks to be in that position.
Different from what you're comparing it sort of different to like the selfishness of a child.
Well, in a way.
So I wouldn't classify that as the same.
I mean, like, when I broke my ankle, my little cousin was like 4, and he just like walked past me and laughed at me and walked away. And I'm like, damn, that's cold.
Because he doesn't understand it.
But he doesn't understand. It's something that you learn. It is something that you can literally just never learn. Like that's a thing. Mental, what is it? A lot of murderers have it. Is they just don't have empathy for like life at all. They don't give a shit.
What's a different take on empathy I haven't seen?
Well,
I haven't done much diving into empathy.
It's one thing I want to portray in Dried, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Is I want to like I think I have the basic idea of like a kid who he's like really rich or whatever, and then he learns empathy through actually experiencing the world and seeing like people suffer, and so he like starts to feel bad, and then becomes the main character.
Would that really change a person though?
It's like that's just the Cliff Notes version. I'm not really 100% sure how I'm gonna play off the character. This is just like my basic idea.
Oh, sorry, I'm just comparing to my life. Like, I don't think that would change a person because that hasn't changed me.
No, but you're an asshole. So be
honest. That also could be true.
I'm an asshole. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm an asshole. I'm a dickhead. But I like that. I'm a dickhead, and I get that, but it's like I'm not like a dickhead. It's like, yeah, I might be mean, I might say a bunch of like shit to you or whatever, but like don't take me seriously. I don't mean anything I say. Like I'm the person who it's not about the word, it's about the meaning behind the word, right? Like if I called you some kind of like really offensive term, right? And I get like why you would be pissed. Like I don't do it. I don't do it because I don't want to risk that chance. there's also words that I don't use like straight up because the meaning behind them is actually like terrible. Like but it's like if I use this word for example like retard, right? And I get the meaning behind I know like, but I feel like the word has evolved enough to not mean what it means. Like to me it's the word that like I use when I cannot think of another way to describe how utterly stupid you're being right now. Or like how dumb that idea is. Like that's just how I have to phrase it that way because it packs more of a punch than being like you're just so dumb, Landen. But I'm like Landen, you're fucking retarded. Like that's how dumb I think your idea is, and I've stopped using the word a lot. I've said it more in this podcast than I have in like the last like 3 years.
I feel like that's because of our teacher, one teacher.
Yeah, I just don't.
Is it because of that one teacher?
I don't.
The English teacher.
Maybe I honestly, I just always refrain from saying actual words around her because I have respect for her. So it definitely changed if I have respect for a person, I usually treat them like I treat my best friend. Almost got me in trouble one time. So now I'm loud and annoying. People tell me to shut up, and I'm like, no, because that's how I am. So like the secretary was like told me to shut up, and I'm like, no. They're like, do you want to go to the office? And I'm like, sorry. Because it's just how I talk to people. I just talk to people like that. Like, I treat everybody like they're my best friend, and unless they're an asshole, and then I'm like, fuck you, dick. Or they diss my waifu, and then I'm like, throw hands. I forgot to put my
You mean like the mid girl from Science Gate?
Yes. I like Steins Gate. There's like a lot of like media has more influence on me than like probably even my parents, if I'm being totally honest.
I really believe media has more influence on me than my parents.
Because it's like I watched a lot of. I played online games, but there was like a period of time where I didn't for like years. I'd only hop on and play like Apex with Kenyon for like 2 hours. That was pretty fun though. Kenyon, remember when we used to do that? It's Train Yard, bro.
Yeah, media is more or less defined me more than my parents have, and I know that for a fact. Because every time people talk to me, I feel like they see me differently from my parents.
Yeah, I mean, I like
one teacher compared me to my parents, and he doesn't know how I'm different from him.
I'll still not get over when that one teacher compared Chris to Sean, and Sean's just like, "Don't compare me to Stark."
Stark?
He like literally he basically quoted Ultron by accident. You know the scene in Age of Ultron.
Oh, that one, yeah. Age of Ultron was sort of alright. It wasn't an amazing movie, it was more or less an alright movie.
I didn't hate it.
I just don't really
Don't compare me with Stark.
That line there, but he's just like, "Don't compare me with Chris," and then it was so funny. It was so funny. Because, like, I think he hates it because it's like everybody's like, "Oh, it's baby Chris, little Chris, little Chris." It's like, he's not. He's his own dude.
Wasn't that sort of until Chris sort of changed? And that's sort of when he started getting annoyed with it?
I mean, kinda. But that's not for us to talk about on the podcast. This is a public platform.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cause it's not our business, really.
Yeah. That's also one thing I noticed a lot more. Is people seem to hang on to feelings more than I do.
Oh yeah, no. I have a hard time letting things go because things bother me still years after they happen. I can't help it. I don't know. People always just tell me to let go. I try. it's like easy, but I'm like I just don't bring it up. Me and Joshua had the fucking largest argument ever. We would argue about everything back in the day. Like, I hated Eminem because I hated him for literally no reason. Like, I think back, I felt real bad because I treat him like shit. But I genuinely don't know why I hated him so much. And so when I apologized to him one day. It's kind of like out of the blue. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I just fucking asshole. And then we moved past it. I like the guy a lot now. But it will never live this down. Me and him will never live this down as long as we live. We had a fucking 3-day long argument about the number 7.
I mean, having an argument is different from holding on to feelings like other stuff, like someone being annoyed with you.
No,
I was more or less talking about that.
I'm transitioning into something else real quick. We had the argument. I just want how stupid we are. Whether or not
I'll let it slide this time.
Whether or not this is part of my point, but whether or not this or this was the proper way to write the number 7. I said it literally does not fucking matter. And he's like, no, it has to be this one with a line in it. That's the proper 7. And I'm like, there's no such thing as a proper 7. Then he was one of his funniest stupid moments was when he was like, you gotta collect all 7 Infinity Stones. And we're all like, there's only 6. And as proof, he pulls up this cartoon where Thanos has 7 Infinity Stones. He's like, technically in the lore. And we're like, shut the fuck up. There's only 6 Infinity Stones. Because it was the new Avengers fucking Infinity War had just come out.
Well, technically, which lore are we talking about? Because I imagine the anime movies does change stuff, and there probably is another stone.
There's another stone called the Continuity Gem, which is like Deadpool has it in this one comic where he can just literally overwrite everything because he can fuck with continuity. It's not a big deal, but. There's
my dad's having some of my birthday cake.
When was your birthday?
February 4th, 13 days ago.
Fucking you didn't tell me, asshole.
I mean, I thought you would have got it from my Snapchat where it shows the birthday thing.
You don't understand how little I check Snapchat when I'm not being texted by you or Luke.
We were texting each other that day.
We were? Landon, I'm fucking oblivious. I don't even know, anybody's birthday.
That's fair enough.
My little cousin's birthday is tomorrow, and I didn't know. Actually, no, it's today, I think. They're having this party tomorrow. And
I mean, to be fair, I forgot about it until the weekend before when I was doing my work timesheet.
You're like, oh yeah, it's my birthday.
Yeah, that's basically how it went. But now I can legally buy alcohol and go gambling.
Landon, come on, so we'll buy the booze that we'll smash against the side of the movie theater when we watch John McFour. You're
still underage, and that sounds horrible.
We're just wasting it. We're just smashing the bottle. We're just smashing it against the thing.
That's a waste of. Do you know how expensive liquor is?
Yeah, I said when I was.
Well, yeah, good because I don't.
When I turn 19, which is in 6 months, I'm going to a casino. I love gambling. I know I'm gonna go one time because I like gambling, in video games and everything. If there's a gambling option, I'm doing it the entire time.
You have issues.
I have issues.
And yet you can't buy an extension for your headphones.
I'm the exact person who would sit there and buy loot boxes a shitload just because I love the thrill of getting something good when it works out. So I'm gonna go one time.
You have issues.
I go to a casino. I'm gonna bet like
You're
50
broke.
bucks. I'm gonna lose that money, and then I'm gonna leave. And then or if I win, I'm gonna buy like a cheap bottle, like the cheapest like liquor I can find, and just pour it out in the sink. I just want to buy it because I can. I just literally don't drink, so I just dump it out.
Yeah. I don't want to get into drinking, but I feel like the only drink I want to try would be whiskey.
But like that's kind of iconic. I mean, like I put
That's probably why I want to try it.
I put iced tea in a whiskey glass with like 3 ice cubes, and then pretend.
I'm going to be quite honest, I do the same thing. I have glasses that look like whiskey glasses, and I do that.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I'm not the only one who does that.
Yeah, I do that too.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Because media has really made whiskey iconic with the main characters.
It's like the coolest guy.
Every single bad guy scene, you typically see whiskey.
Yeah, he's always like he's got like whiskey on the rocks, or like a rum and coke or something. It's like, oh my god, oh that's so good. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Like with Vertigo and John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
You see him have whiskey as soon as he realizes the sun is dead.
It's Vigo, not Vertigo.
Vertigo is a spinal issue, I think.
Yeah, it's not fun.
And the only other like whiskey thing I can think of is the guy from Chris Pratt on that spaceship.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the movie's called. I just don't remember it at all.
Is it the one with the lady from Hunger Games?
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie. It looked is it Interstellar?
No, Interstellar's a time travel movie. It's a different one. Where somehow love connects through time and completely disowns science. Which science in that is half accurate, but also not accurate.
You've seen Back to the Future, because you don't need money. Don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. Stronger than I'm, and he's stronger than Tim. Might just be a man. That's the power.
We should do Back to the Future some episode.
Yes. Have you seen the other ones?
I've seen all 3.
Good movies.
They are good movies. I still find it. I still can't believe you doubt that movie would do well if it was released nowadays.
Well, I doubt it would. I think it'd still it'd do well, but I don't think it'd be like the household iconic name. I feel like it'd be more of like an Avatar. Because part of what made the movie so memorable is the time. It's like It's like,
I mean, but I haven't seen any movie do it as well.
No,
just because you're the pioneer or something doesn't mean you'll be remembered for it.
I wanna do. I don't know what I want to do more movies on here. Maybe one day.
But you said you wanted longer TV series with more than 12 episodes.
But there's also I want to do those. I want to do those a lot. But I also want to do there's some movies that I think we should totally do. At some point, we should have
done an award ceremony for this episode.
That was what the original plan was.
Yeah, but you were whining. You wanted to do a TV show.
I said I'm fine with whatever. I said we should start doing longer TV shows because I think that'd be cool. And then you're like, okay, we're doing Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Senpai now. I'm like, okay. Thought we were doing the award show. I actually don't give a shit. I think the award show might work better for next time. Because now we have 25 episodes worth of stuff. But next time I want to pick something. Because I don't usually get to pick shows or anything. Because we always do the goddamn shows on your thing. And then I get depressed. So I gotta do the fucking thing. And pick a movie so I don't feel depression.
I mean, I haven't really picked any sad shows other than... Actually, I haven't picked any sad shows. They were sad books.
Yeah, they're books. Who cares? They made me feel. I don't want to feel. I don't want to feel sad all the time. There's no life to live, Landon. If you're sad, you gotta learn empathy, Landon.
Those are the books that make me feel.
You gotta learn to feel without needing to literally read depression.
Sounds difficult.
It might be. But the best things in life are difficult to do.
I'm already trying to learn how to socially interact and talk, and that's sort of the whole topic of this show.
So basically, you're telling me I should try to bring in some people that you've never met before, I've only talked to for like 5 seconds, so you can talk to them.
I mean, aren't you trying to do that with Small?
Yes, we gotta get Small on the podcast. Fuck me.
I mean, I'd be alright with that as long as we actually do talk about the main episodes and not like what Canyon did with Spider-Man 2. That episode was horrible.
That episode was awesome. We gotta talk. I don't know. I gotta talk to Small about it and see what she'd want to do. She also is thinking about starting her own podcast with some of their friends, and so I was like, podcast crossover event. The Tan Gentlemen and whatever they'll call their thing, crossover, and we'll fight to the death.
But the thing is, I don't think our content's really designed to have other people in it. Guests in it. It's a difficult part. I mean, we can, but it's just slightly more difficult.
I feel like, because like usually what we do is the subject of the episode is not actually the subject of usually the entire episode. It's more so the subject of the subject of the beginning, and then we talk more about the themes as we go on. This episode has been like the worst.
I don't know. 3 Days of Happiness can probably give us a run for our money. There's also another one too.
I don't know which one our worst one is. But there's some bad ones. We'll redo them one day. I think
we should probably go back and make a list, because I know 3 Days of Happiness I wanted to redo.
Part of me thinks that we might just want to like half-assed do like a soft reboot, where we start over with like the Tan Gentlemen podcast 2, and then just kind of like start over because we have a new style now, which is this, and I could put a lot more production value without I've been thinking about it. If we wanted this to grow more, I could put more production value into each episode, spend longer on thumbnails. I could make more specialized intros. I could add like backing tracks of like music and stuff. These are just some ideas that I had.
I would be helping you with that stuff, but I'm just kind of constricting myself with the school class I'm still doing.
How are you doing on that, by the way? How's physics going?
I'm 60% done, but if I get a lab in, I can do a test, which will probably get me up to like 60, and then I can do the midterm test, will also probably get me up to like 70.
Is this for one or both?
That's for one.
So how long do you have to finish it again?
Apparently the original date was supposed to be March, that they were going to kick me off, but I don't think they're going to do that because they need an editor to find all the mistakes they made.
Oh.
I'm the only one actually pointing out the mistakes.
Damn. Well, good luck with that, Landon. You should.
But I feel like me pointing out the mistakes of the teacher and actually double questioning whether or not they're right or not has actually kept me in the course.
You should.
But I am actually getting stuff done.
You should focus on finishing physics so that we can talk about video games.
Yeah, the only issue is now I sort of different mentality from last year where I didn't understand it. I had discipline and motivation, but now I lack motivation. But I do understand all of it easily.
There's a smudge on my TV right by my mouth, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah. I kind of burnt myself by overworking myself hours a day. Did you just lick the air?
I licked the spot on my TV.
You didn't even go up to the TV because I can see the camera.
I licked it through the camera. Oh. I'm
See,
making a
just-
joke. I'm making a joke that no one can fucking see because they can't see my fucking TV screen. Oh, I'm hilarious.
Yeah, I guess sort of back on topic of physics. I sort of just burnt myself out overworking myself for nearly 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because basically I'd go to school, well, wake up, go for a 40-minute bus ride, work until lunch, work during lunch, work until I got to the bus ride home. As soon as I got home, work until I went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for nearly a year. Full for 8 months.
Yeah. I mean, I dropped out of Physics 12 basically because I'm not smart.
Chemistry.
Yeah, Chemistry 12, sorry. Because I'm not smart. I wish I had the gift of intelligence, but I don't.
I mean, but the thing is, it's just that everyone does struggle with it. It's just if you actually do persuasively and try to do it.
I physically
difference
can't like, I work at it. Like, I try my hardest, like, at math and stuff, and I get, like, a 52. I need your guys' help. I still don't understand, like, half of what I'm doing. It's like we're literally pulling numbers out of nowhere, and it makes no sense. And you guys are like, it makes sense, just shut up. You don't get it. And I'm like, I know. And I still don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I'm not smart. I will be the first to
it
admit
could also
it.
be just the explanation.
You're better explaining it than, like, the teachers, not gonna lie.
Well, because I was working with you one-on-one.
Yeah, you were also... I mean, we have a group chat on Snapchat called Two Space Wizards and a Dum Dum. Because you guys are smarter than me. My brain cells don't work.
Wait, were you talking about a chemistry teacher or math teacher that wasn't very good?
Actually, I actually think our chemistry teacher was really good.
I don't think so. She mistaught a whole section of a unit, and she didn't even bother to correct anyone on her mistake.
But here's the thing, I'm not smart. I mean, cause she just, like, she was really patient with me, specifically, which was nice. Usually, because I put in effort, but then a part of me just, like, near the end, I usually start going off strong, and then just, like, near the end, I get bored, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna put in minimal. I'm gonna put in minimal effort. If I'm putting in my max effort and getting minimal results, and if I put in less effort, I get slightly less results. It's whatever. It's like I go down like 5 points in grade. It doesn't matter. My highest score in any class. I try and I get shit. Like, I don't know. I'm not smart. Every online IQ test I've ever taken, I've gotten like a 50 to 60 range in my IQ, but I don't really trust them. So I actually want to get like a proper IQ test.
Yeah, I do
done.
too.
I really do.
One high school student level, apparently.
Because it's like, I feel like it'll be low, like hilariously low. I don't mind.
No, I feel like it's average. Trust me, I talk to other people.
Because I don't know, I have this like if I was like as smart as like Christopher, I think Christopher's smarter than you. I really do.
Hmm?
I think Christopher is smarter than you. He's smarter than you.
Than me?
Yes. You want to know why I think
doubt that.
It's because he's never given anything ever 100%. And he's still been like on equal level with you.
No, he hasn't been on equal level as me.
He was before.
Well, except for with physics.
He was
The math part was easy, because even then I wasn't giving my full effort. I mean, I finished Physics 11 in 2 weeks.
Damn.
Well, Pre-Cal 11 in 2 weeks.
I finished Pre-Cal 11 by the skin of my teeth. And Pre-Cal 12, I believe, too. I got like a 50... I got a 60 and 11 and a 12 in... Or not 12. I got a 52 and 12, I believe.
I think I either got 80 or 90 when I did it all in 2 weeks.
Nice.
I'd have done better.
No, I don't know. I've just never been like. I'm also just like I don't care for academics. Sitting in a room is boring, which is why I want to put my career into my creativity, which is my best feature. Because usually I just sit there and daydream anyway. And if that doesn't work out, my backup plan is I'm gonna learn how to drive ships. I'm gonna work on like cruise ships and fucking like cargo ships and stuff for fun. I like boats. I always have. So I feel like that'd be a perfect backup plan. I plan to live on a houseboat. If I became rich enough from making movies, I'd buy like a lake and then just live on a houseboat. Hell, maybe there's some like places in Canada where you can just straight up buy like small islands in the middle of lakes, and it'd be awesome. Live there, build like my own house, and then have like build like a house, and then have live on my houseboat. Have like my shack on the island. Just be fun. I don't know. I could literally drive my house in circles around a lake. I know it sounds really stupid, but honestly, it's just, I'd like give it like a sail and a pirate flag and stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, and I'd steer the ship around. I'm a child. I don't care. I find that fun.
Still can't believe you care. Married me to Chris.
Wow, you're offended?
Surprisingly, yes.
I'll tell him that.
Actually, I'll message him about that right now.
Wow, you want to get him on the podcast? Actually, no, he's I think he's at work.
He is work.
Yeah, he works with his dad. Out in Paris. I'll message him about it right now. I'm going on Snapchat. I'm going to find him. Say, Landen is offended because I said you were smarter than him. He's responding. He responded with the laughing, crying face emoji.
Oh, I just sent it the same thing also. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say he's on equal terms. If he put an effort, he would be on equal terms. I know that.
If he put an effort, dude, like my whole life, he's been better than me at everything we would ever do. Like no matter what, I would always come second place.
I don't understand how it's going to be Grey's Anatomy without a Grey, but...
Alright, Mom was yelling down the hallway.
I mean, I feel like that also could be an argument of...
He said, so
You're
explain.
practicing.
And I said, it's because I've never seen you give 100%. I would practice and practice and practice. I would, like, study, and then I would always come up short by, like double. Like, he'd always, like, double my score. On a test, or in a game, doesn't matter. My whole life, I've always been second place.
I mean, that also could bring up the question of the quality of your practice.
I would play, like, choose like a game for an example. I would play a game day and night for hours. Like imagine, like, we've never actually fought because he's never played the game and never tried. If I were to say, like, Minecraft, for example.
But the thing is, Minecraft is a unique fighting system. It's,
Yeah,
you have to get used to, depending on which version. And there's also technically quality of your practices, because
so let's say that I would do, like, let's say like Titanfall. This is an actual example. So Titanfall 2. It's Christopher's favorite game of all time. He's really good at it.
Yeah.
He didn't play for 2 months. I played every day online matches for 2 months straight. Every day, like 6 hours a day. And then we fought. I got 1 kill. He got 20.
That also could be one thing where you also got frustrated after 1 kill, and Chris doesn't really care. That's another thing too I'm noticing.
Well, it's like I get the kill. Like I keep going. I go. I try, and I've always come up short my whole life, which is why I've just straight up just given up. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna embrace the fact that I suck at games. I have no natural skill whatsoever at video games. None. I get good at games purely based on knowledge, not skill. It's like, yeah, I can hold my own in a fight. Whatever. I have always, Chris wants to join the podcast for a bit, so I'm going to invite him in.
I mean, technically, skill doesn't mean that. Because the one thing I noticed is when I started playing Overwatch competitive, my aim has actually gotten worse than actually before I started playing competitive. But to be fair, I also did turn down my aim assist. Well, actually, even with the aim assist on, I got worse. I got better when I turned it down. Like half, 50% aim assist. But that's sort of one thing about the quality of the game, where apparently Overwatch is something that is hard to get mechanical skill on, because you won't immediately get punished for it. Let's say something like Call of Duty, or CS:GO, where you need to have really good mechanical skill for that.
Yeah,
and that's something you can build that up, but you have a lot more chance to get out or evade in Overwatch, and just in case you miss.
Or like say Apex, for example. For me, I got to max level in Apex Legends. That's how much I played it back in the day. But then I stopped improving, and I just I play my best every match, and we die right off the bat, and I just get progressively more and more pissed off about it until I just quit playing the game, because I just get so mad that I didn't want to do it anymore. That's why I play Fortnite, is because with Fortnite, I'm actually good at Fortnite, but I think that's just because everybody else sucks at Fortnite.
It's also your mentality. Because like you said, as soon as it started getting progressively worse and you got more annoyed, you just quit. I pushed
through it. I pushed through it for months and months, and it's just I'm not going anywhere. I'm not improving. I'm getting worse. Other people are getting better. Canyon. Canyon, I'd play Apex for months, get Canyon in on it, and then Canyon'd be better than me in 2 days. It's all my effort is usually meaningless. Hi, Christopher. We're talking about my futility.
Hi. Hello.
We're on top of his skill, and then Chris compared. Brady compared me to you, and I got slightly annoyed. You're on the same skill level as me, and you don't put in as much effort. And you said you'd be smarter than me if you put in effort.
I stand by my statement.
I am not gonna say anything.
I stand by my statement.
I've seen your chemistry grade, and I know that isn't true.
I'm not gonna stand by anything other than I hated the teacher, and I've never done homework. Homework can
slept through chemistry,
and he almost failed.
Yeah.
I still passed.
Putting no effort.
I still passed, and I put in no effort.
I'm pretty sure he got a better score than I did in chemistry, and I tried my fucking hardest.
Brady tried so hard, and I feel bad because I put in 0 effort, and I still passed.
I'm telling you, man, I will never be able to escape the fact that I'm an idiot, and I have embraced it.
Yes.
It's because you've given up.
You keep saying I've given up, but I fight tooth and nail for a goal, and then it doesn't work out. So I'm well, this didn't work out. I'm gonna move on to something else.
Yes.
Well, how long have you fought for it?
I played Apex for about 2 years straight, grinding the game, and then
He's not wrong, and my evidence is for a whole, I think it was a year, he played Titanfall 2. He tried his hardest. He wasn't that bad. He was pretty good, and I didn't play it that whole year. And it's my favorite game, and I love it. I came back and I slapped him like nothing out, like nothing. I just casually did it. I didn't even try.
I was using like all of the like cheese weapons. I had like the fucking.
He used all the cheese weapons. I just used R301.
He just used R301.
I didn't use grenades. I just wall ran and used a rifle.
He decked me so hard.
Were you always using cheese weapons?
Back then, yes.
That's why.
And then,
like,
and then I was
yeah,
like, you know what?
Easy.
Yeah.
That's
He was really mad. I used Ronin, and I just clapped his Titans too. He was even playing Scourge.
I use in Titanfall 2. I used the Spitfire and I used the Flatline. Those are my two favorite weapons.
Yes, good guns.
And so I mostly used the Flatline, but I was like, I gotta bring the Spitfire to beat Chris because it's got a fucking 55 round fucking mag capacity and
50 rounds.
if I miss
chunk.
because he's a goddamn ninja, I have like 55 more chances to kill him. Didn't work out all that well.
You only need to hit 2 shots with the Spitfire, too.
I know, it's a busted fucking weapon, and I love it. It's awesome. Just
That's how much I suck.
Chunk.
I don't know. I mean, this is technically different from I
Do we all still have Titanfall on our Xbox?
I used to Kraber.
Yeah.
Let's fucking play that after.
You used the snipper. Yes.
I'll fucking get my ass kicked. Okay. I have to.
I mean,
I
we've
will
been doing a podcast for 2 hours, so we can probably end it.
challenge. Fuck it. We're ending the podcast. We're gonna go play Titanfall. I'm gonna go get my ass kicked.
But I'm still banned from servers, Brady. I'm still banned.
Why are you banned?
Brady. Well, whatever the stupid server list thing is, I lag out and die every single time. I've tried it like every month now, and it still doesn't work.
Trash.
What you list?
Chris
Yeah,
got blacklisted.
Whatever it is.
He was too good. He got blacklisted. That's funny.
I get lagged out and die every single time. Isaac's been wanting to play Titanfall with me, but I've been able to play For Honor with him. Because Titanfall lagged out and dies every single time, so I actually got rid of it.
You have Titanfall on PC.
I don't.
No, I'm talking to Chris.
No, I don't have it installed anymore.
Why didn't you get the North Star client?
Oh, because I fucking tried, and it actually did work on my PC, but the problem is my EA account isn't linked right now, and I have to send a freaking email and deal with them, but I've just been pushing it off for now.
Fucking Fortnite.
Actually, we could. I got Isaac Clark. So yay.
I will kick your ass as the motherfucking Doomslayer.
Hey, I got him too. I just don't have Darth Vader like you do.
Yeah, I got Darth. Get my boy Kenyon in on this, right?
Yes.
2v2s. He's in the fucking. He's in Sean's Discord. I'm gonna go quickly join that and tell him that we're gonna play Fortnite.
Did you already end the podcast?
Not yet. I'm ending it now. We might stream Fortnite in like 20 minutes.